Hello friends, and welcome to another Modern League. Today we're going to be playing the Elementals deck, something that really took off with Modern Horizons 2 and the new Elemental Incarnations. Solitude, Fury, and Endurance are the ones that we are going to be focusing on. We also have Omnath, a true powerhouse, and because if one Omnath is good, two must be better. We've got a single copy of Locus of the Roil as well. But really, Risen Reef is what is making this deck work. Being able to have this this creature that gives all of your other creatures additional value is going to be really important. So you're going to be able to stack your deck, draw cards, and then when you're evoking the incarnations, you're also going to be gaining value, which is going to be clutch. We've got a very diverse sideboard as well. 3 endurance in the sideboard to go with our single endurance in the main. So we'll be ready for graveyard strategies and mill. We have a few ways to destroy some artifacts or enchantments. We of course have the companion that gives all of our creatures +1/+1 and vigilance. Wear Tear is very strong against Hammer Time. Being able to have a target for both sides means this is a 2-for-1. Engineered Explosives, very useful form of removal, although we're not really going to be able to recur it since we're not running Lurrus. Alpine Moon, again, very good versus Urza's Saga, but there's a few other hits for Moon as well. And Rest in Peace has been a sideboard staple for quite some time. Alright, so we have Solitude, we have Ephemerate, we have 2 lands, we have Risen Reef. I think we keep this. This is my first time playing Elementals, so I'm not going to have a really great grasp on what a good hand looks like, what a terrible hand looks like. I'm just going to be kind of going off my fundamentals of Magic. While we aren't able to do anything ultra impressive on the first couple turns, we do have Solitude plus Ephemerate in order to protect us. So if the opponent tries to do some kind of shenanigans with Ragavan or whatever, we'll be ready for that. Dragon Rage Channeler, okay. So if they Ragavan next turn, we're going to get them. A little bit late on lands here, pass back. Come on, dash that Ragavan. Ah. So they got Bolt up here. I'm not interested in Solitude Ephemerate into Lightning Bolt. Seems poor. Ooh, okay. So that's interesting. They light up the stage, so that means they're tapped out, and we can get rid of both of their creatures. Lava Spike. Oh, okay. So they are like a Prowess deck. Kill both your creatures. And draw a land. Okay, we're not going to use the Ephemerate here. I'd like to be able to attack with my Solitude. And they have no creatures to hit, so... Gonna crash through to draw a card, see if they can hit a land, would be my guess. They found one. So Soulscar Mage is gonna be coming down. Unless they think something else is more important. Okay, so Burst Lightning to kill Solitude. Yup. And we get Vesperlark. So our hand is doing nothing. We failed to draw land for a couple turns here. You know, 2 land hands seemed fine, but we're suffering for it now. If we manage to hit some lands, we do have some very strong backup plays. And worst comes to worst, we can get rid of a creature if they try and go all out, hit us for a bunch. Okay, that's a card. Gonna play the Risen Reef because I can get it back with Vesperlark. Same Robin Hood. Never played it. No idea what I'm doing. Put it onto the battlefield? Yes. Seems good. And now if we need to do the Solitude thing, we can draw a card or whatever while that's happening. Or ramp ourselves. That's pretty good. But opponent's going in for a big damage turn here. So let's see what they can put together. Lava Dart from the opponent would be probably like one of the best cards they could have. Oh, what is this? Finale of Promise. They get to play Burst Lightning and Lava Spike out of their graveyard. So, no blocks. Too bad we don't have Endurance in hand. But that's going to be so many Prowess triggers. Oh, and those spells are going at our face, so we do get to block. Okay. I mean, it's only 1 damage, so is there a point in blocking? I don't know. Tetranki, morning. So let's see here. The Vesperlark isn't doing anything if the Risen Reef is staying on the board here. Because we're not going to block to just prevent 1 damage. I'm just going to Solitude 1 away. So let's see what we get off the top. Goes to our hand. We go to 5. And we get another land. Alright, so we have white, something and whatever, so this can go get forest, go to 4. Oops. This one needs to be red. Cool. That's a good one. Draw a card. Nice. We'll play Foothills, gain 4 life, and then we can crack the Foothills on the opponent's turn to gain 4 more life. We might as well use the Fury right now, I think, while they're tapped out. Kill both their creatures. This one. Like that. Sure, put that in my hand. Nice. Alright, attack for 1. Go to your turn, we'll gain 4 life. What a turnaround. Yeah, that's the plan. Let's make that comeback. Pretty cool deck the opponent's playing, though. The Finale of Promise to get extra Prowess triggers is really cool. Now, do they have Skullcrack? Oh, they have Lava Dart to kill our critter in response? Both of our Vesperlarks are gone. So we could Flamekin Harbinger another Risen Reef. Put it to the top. We have Lightning Skelemental to start smacking for some damage. Probably actually go get, what is that thing called? The one that brings elementals back whenever it attacks. Oh, we'll just draw Risen Reef right off the top, no problem. Alright, so do we have a way to cast the Skelemental? I mean, if we play the Heath, crack the Heath, then we're going to have a ton of mana. So green, colorless, blue, red, black, and this could go get red. So we should be able to do both of these things. And then also, yeah, there's just the huge amount of mana with Omnath that I keep on forgetting. Because I've never played the card before. Card is good. Risen Reef. Opponent takes damage. Yeah, or you thought Uro was good. We could play the Harbinger, set up top card to be Solitude, and then draw it with Skelemental. Thanks, Mr. Duct Tape. This is all new to me, so there's still a lot of stuff that I gotta learn. Oh, they're gonna Lava Dart the Risen Reef in response. Makes sense. One card on top. They like what they see. Oh yeah, that's true too. Companion to pitch. So we can put that into hand for 3 mana, and we have a card to be able to discard to Solitude. So that's something that we could have done as well. Put Solitude on top, and then we have Kaheera to get it back for us. And block. Oh wow, attacking with this too? They must have something to kill Omnath with. So we'll just take 1 block here and leave the Omnath fresh. They have 3 card types. Sorcery, creature, land. So they don't actually have instant in the yard yet. Oh, and there it is. So that's going to boost the Dragon Rage Channeler, get it into make it fly. Make it a 3/3. Make it scary. Oh no, stop doing stuff. Lightning Bolt to kill our Awakener. Brutal. Well, we do have the 4 life to gain, technically 3. So maybe we don't have to block with Omnath. They draw basically any spell, we're dead. I'm going to gamble. This way they can't use the Islet for mana. Put this in hand. And gain the life. So they have 6 damage on the table. Do they have a Lightning Bolt? Ah, Lava Dart does it. GG. Good game. I want to see... Oh, right. I did want to see what was on top, but I clicked through it. Thinking Chalice on 1 seems pretty good. We could bring in some Endurance to block their flyers, get rid of their graveyard. Yeah, I think there were a lot of better things that we could have done there. Getting Solitude probably would have just been better. We could have hard cast Solitude, get rid of their big threat, and then we're not dying. We can take our time. Probably want Engineered Explosives on one. Just find a bunch of ways to kill their creatures, because if their creatures are dying, they're not winning. Not a great hand, but we are on the play. If we can get Risen Reef and Solitude going at the same time, we're okay. Our opponent is on the mulligan. But only once. I'm going to play the Windswept Heath so we can go get one of the Triomes right away. Fury? That's hilarious. Risen Reef is 2 colors, but it doesn't get us either of our incarnations. Well, we don't have to think about using Solitude here to kill the Swift Spear so they don't have light up the stage, because we don't have cards to do it. Oh my. I would really like to get this Fury out right now. Let's draw any red card, please. Any red card off the top. Yeah! Killing both your creatures, opponent. This is going to be really cool. Unless they have, like, Gut Shot. That would be awful. To my hand, another Risen Reef, kill both your creatures. Seems good. Lightning Bolt to kill our Risen Reef. Makes sense. What do we get off the top? We get a Voice of Resurgence. Okay, so we can play Risen Reef and Voice in the same turn if we get our mana right. So we have blue mana with Steam Vents, green mana with Triome, white mana here, green mana here. So we can just get any land with the Windswept Heath. Maybe we'll go get, like, basic plains. Nice. Nice. Pass back. Manamorphose. Making that red mana. Lava Dart, killing the Risen Reef. I guess we could have gone for Solitude there. We would have been able to draw the card still. Probably was the play. But if we get a chance to block, then I'm feeling pretty good about it. Because we can just play Solitude next turn, or even better, play Omnath. Oh, cool. Omnath kills things. Hey, fetch land. Super good. So we could, like, play this Omnath, then play this Omnath? White, blue, red, green. Hey there, Cylon. Oh, what a draw. Go get Mountain. Oh, right, we don't have Mountain. Go get Forest. Yeah, Forest is fine. We have the Cavern of Souls for the Thunderkin Awakener. Red. And that's enough. Risen Reef. Do not underestimate that card, and the opponent has been killing them every chance they got, and still, like, the value we get out of this thing has been significant. Imagine having two of these things on the table at the same time. Monsieur Mazur, bonjour. Interesting. I think we keep this. We don't have anything for the Solitude right away, but Endurance can be a nice surprise. Let's see how it goes. This might just be too slow because we're on the draw. This is so scary. What? Stop it with the creatures. Another Risen Reef. Alright, let's see what they do. This is a really scary turn right here. Was kind of hoping we would get something to go with the Solitude, so we could take one of these creatures off the battlefield, half the damage. But we're just taking whatever they give us here. Lava Dart. Yep. What else you got? You got another Lava Dart? Yep. You gonna sacrifice those 2 mountains? Probably not. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Is that actually just lethal? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think we're just dead. Yep. Oh, that was a bad keep, obviously. We had 7. We were on the draw. We should have absolutely mulliganed that to try and find something better. So that's my bad. Seriously? You're gonna leave us alive? I mean, not really though. We're still just dead. Because I guess we can endurance right now, and that gets rid of the lava dart. But like we're at 3 life versus them, so oh, I see. This doesn't produce green mana. Okay. So what can we do? We can die. So it's difficult to say when a deck really is ready for a banning. Ephemerate, okay. That is a white card. So we can get rid of one of the Swift Spears. We might still be in this. I want to get rid of the Lava Dart out of the graveyard here. So Endurance. Put that in play. Get rid of your Dart. Okay, and we have Solitude to get rid of one of their critters. So maybe we're not dead. Maybe. So yeah, if you're wondering if Hammer Time is too strong, like the only card... Okay, we're dead. Lightning Bolt. So let's just concede this, and we can continue talking about banning stuff in between matches. We are on the draw with a 1-land hand, but we have Fury plus Ephemerate. Oh yeah, you got it. And of course, take all that with a grain of salt, because, like I was saying before, no one can really understand what WotC's going to do. We have another 1-land hand. We have the Ephemerate again. Okay, so at least we have a mixture of lands and spells this time. I'm going to get rid of Voice of Resurgence and... So this one gets me blue mana, this one gets me green mana. And go get Stomping Ground with this one, so we'll get rid of Sacred Foundry. Yeah, and I mean, there are answers as well. If you're looking to beat any specific strategy, you can make changes to your list in order to do exactly that. So, like, if you're looking to answer Cascade decks, then Void Mirror or Chalice of the Void are going to be your best ways to do that. There's other options too. What was the name of that card? Drannith Magistrate. Ooh, Bogles. That's bad news with Fury in hand. That's basically a dead card. Bogles is not something I've seen very much of. Not in a long time. Well, we have some answers to auras in our sideboard. Oh, I was just supposed to play this, I think. Even just as a 1-2, is that right? Like, we get value out of it later with the Risen Reef. Hey, thanks for the follow. Spirit Link, giving out Life Link. And Daybreak Coronet. That's a pretty good turn 3. And I guess it has double lifelink? Yeah. Because Spirit Lifelink doesn't use the keyword lifelink, so you actually gain double. So let's see here. First Strike, Vigilance, lifelink. Okay, so it doesn't have, like, flying or anything, so we can, like, play Risen Reef as a blocker. So we have green and blue. Yeah, Solitude not doing us all that much good here. Unfortunate matchup. So we're going to be taking these cards out. What do we get to replace them with? We get Foundation Breaker, Force of Vigor, Wear Tear, Chalice of the Void, and Engineered Explosives. That seems pretty good. I guess Chalice probably isn't very good in this matchup. We can probably skip on that. Ooh, are we supposed to not block this so we get to keep the Risen Reef? Because it's not lethal. So they play Core Spirit Dancer, which means that all of their auras are going to be replacing themselves. And they're also going to start getting 2 lethal threats. Omnath. Well, unfortunately, we cannot cast it. We do have Solitude to kill the Spirit Dancer, though. So that seems fine. We could play Risen Reef, Solitude, the Spirit Dancer, see where we go from there. Getting stuff. Gain more life, opponent. And no attacks, so pass back. Another Spirit Dancer. This does not have Flash. Spider Umbra, yep. Block like this because we must. And we get a Voice of Resurgence. So what would be a good draw? Because we can set up the top of our deck with Harbinger. Not really seeing anything that's going to get us out of this. Don't think we really have a chance here. Yeah, I'm going to Vesperlark for Reef, Harbinger for Reef. Oh, there's another Reef. Yep. Seems good. Too bad we can't fetch. Oh, the Reef. Maximum Reef. Ah, nice. Get a Solitude. So we can get rid of the Spirit Dancer with this. They gain 3 more life. Ooh, Ephemerate. Okay. We're going to have to discard some cards, which is fine. Discard Skelemental and Harbinger. As if they still don't have any way to get this Bogle through. This is the wrong Omnath. Ooh, Arid Mesa. If only we had the right Omnath. But we already got rid of the Harbinger, so that's out. We could Thunderkin Awakener, attack with it, get the Harbinger. Let's go Risen Reef. Ah, there it is. That's the one I wanted. Unfortunately, we don't have the mana to cast it anymore. So we need to survive for one more turn before we can get this into play and start doing cool things with it. Yeah, I think so. This board is kind of, wow. There's a lot going on. Actually, hold on. Undo that one. Undo that one. I don't want to discard that one anymore. Okay. I want to discard Fury. There's, like, no targets for it. This one can at least, like, put counters on our creatures, I guess. If you control 8 or more lands, draw a card. Wow. Ethereal Armor, sure. Alright, let's make a big elemental. Glory fades. Thanks for the follow, friend. Yeah, Locus of the Roil might actually be what gets us out of this if we have a chance. Being able to increase the power of our elementals so that we can actually start doing some damage because opponents gain so much life. Wonder what they're waiting for here. Maybe they just forgot to hit a button. Oh, the Furies could be good on the attacks because of the double strike. You're right. Alright, so we block here, and we block here, and then we ephemerate this Risen Reef. We're probably actually just going to deck ourselves. Yeah, we're drawing too many cards. Imagine that. Oh, we're drawing too many cards. It's too much. No, stop, please. Hey, Blind. Hey, thanks for the follow, Monsieur Mazur. So yeah, no to that. And we get another Ephemerate. Alright, so let's see here. Locus gets us life. This Locus, whenever land enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target elemental, and draw a card. Ugh. We're gonna draw out. Yeah, we're just wasting time. We're gonna draw out before we can potentially do 80 damage. There's no way through this. Too much card advantage. It felt like we turned a corner, but also, like, at any point, the opponent could just get flying or protection from creatures. So let's move on to the next game where we have a lot of cards to bring in. So we got Wear Tear, Engineered Explosives, Force of Vigor, Foundation Breaker. And we could bring in Endurance as well if we want, because they are playing Lurrus. We get to take out the Solitude and the Fury and the Spitebellows. I mean, it is, but we have 2 slots to bring cards in for. Yeah, we could bring in Chalice on the play, seems good. Oh, you're looking for a deck to play on Sunday in a paper event in Modern, but don't have any new cards yet? What decks were you playing before? Burn is really good right now. Burn is making a comeback in a big way. Yeah, we'll keep this. Oh yeah, we could have chump blocked with the Reefs, and then we weren't drawing cards all the time. Yeah. I just gotta I just gotta do better. New to the deck, you know? But we'll learn. Jund and Amulet? I mean, yeah, Amulet's still around, but you want the Urza Saga to power that up if you have the opportunity. Foundation Breaker on top. So we'll have an answer to whatever their first aura is. Or maybe we can just keep it and answer the scariest aura later. We'll see. Speaking of scary, Bogles' opponent kept 7. I do like that Burn has been able to stay relevant. It kind of dropped off for a little while there, but came right back. No real point in blocking here. Has trample. So preventing 1 damage to lose our Harbinger. Why didn't they attack? Maybe they skipped their attack by mistake. I did that one time. Felt awful. Okay, so we got green, we got blue, we can play any land to get the Risen Reef out. And we're ramping. So we'll be able to play the Omnath and then play the land. That's pretty cool. Daybreak Cornet is a card I would like to get rid of with Foundation Breaker. This time they remember to attack. No blocks. White, green, blue, red. Oh, cool. We get Endurance. So I think we just, because we've already played land, we play land, Foundation Breaker, and then just pass turn. Like, we could do 4, but I think we'd probably be better off leaving the fetch uncracked for now. Get the Daybreak Cornet. Oh, we got Ephemerate. Nice. So let's see here. Wooded Foothills can go get Sacred Foundry. Yes, okay. So we do have access to Ephemerate. Take 1. Oh yeah, that's true as well. Thanks, Blind. Green Tron is also back. With the dip in Ragavan, Tron has come back in a big way. Come on, no more stuff. No more stuff. Stop doing things. Okay, that's fine. Now attack me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't need to trade the Omnath for it, though. I can, like, trade the Foundation Breaker for it. That would be a bad trade. Let's just Ephemerate. Let's see here. Sacred Foundry. Yes. We gain 4 life. Ephemerate, the Foundation Breaker. And we're going to get rid of Spider Umbra and Rancor, and that'll make the Coronet fall off. Gain 4 life. This land makes a bunch of mana, get rid of 2 of their enchantments. Oh, Wear Tear? Okay. So we should be good to go. Thunderkin doesn't actually get anything, which is kind of unfortunate. Now maybe we'll draw something nice off the top. Let's find out. Oh, that's a bunch of mana. So we can play this, make them lose a bunch of life. We'll cast this. Sure. So we have green and green. Let's do this as well. Nice. Get another Ephemerate. Attack, attack, attack. Oh, hey there, Divbags. I'm not too sure. This is actually my first time ever playing any Elementals deck. But I haven't seen much of the Planeswalker version, so I'd have to take a look at that at some time. Yeah, absolutely blind. Time is a concern. Don't have a lot of time left for Game 3. That's one of the reasons why I quit Game 1 when I did, because I figured we were just in garbage time and I was just wasting my clock. Yeah, it worked so well the first time. Let's do it again. Ephemerate the Foundation Breaker. Oh, nice. Chalice. Sure. Oh, I did that wrong order. We'll keep that, chalk that up to not having a lot of time. Alright, I'll get this. Let's hope we still have some lands in the deck to fetch. To any target? So could I just hit the opponent with this? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know I could do that. Smash. Yeah. I'm definitely getting things way out of order. But this looks locked up, so we'll just hit the 6 button. Casting Bogle into the Chalice to try and reduce my clock. Not going to happen. I already F6'd. Oh, the deck still wants to do stuff. There's so much stuff. So many triggers. Stop. Stop. Just kill the opponent already. 5 minutes left. We got tons of time. The Godam Totem. I don't know that anything out of the board here is actually better than Chalice, even though we are on the draw. Chalice on 2 can be really good. Chalice on 1 early can be really good. Speaking of which, I should have actually probably called Chalice on 2 when I cast it last game, because the opponent already had a bunch of creatures out, and we could have done the Chalice thing in order to keep them from getting any good 2-drops. Obviously, we mulligan this. Guess we keep. It's not great. Get rid of this card I can't cast. Cavern of Souls, okay. So I'll go Cavern, Elemental, play the Harbinger, red, and go get Foundation Breaker. Ah, where is it? Where's the Foundation Breaker? Bugged. Chris Boone, giving the Bogle flying, and probably a Rancor. Yup. Chalice is far, far too late. Let's get rid of Griff Spoon. Nah. That's true. We should have probably just went Chalice here so they couldn't Ethereal Armor. I'm too rushed. Yeah, Chalice is better there. Oh, Chalice was so much better. Oh, well, they would have still had the Daybreak Coronet, so I don't really think we're going to be getting through this one. We're going to need to draw Force of Vigor off the top here. We got another Chalice instead. So opponent needs basically anything. All the glitters will do it. Alright, that's GG. Oh, the mirror match. So we'll be able to play a Harbinger to set up the Reef, and then we have Fury to kill all the opponent's elementals. Okay, so turn 1, Cavern of Souls into Flamekin Harbinger. And set up Risen Reef. We are not going to want to play the second Flamekin Harbinger because we need to draw a land. Looks like opponent's doing the same play. Let's see what they set up. So they search for... You like the Canister version a lot? Yeah, Canister's a very talented player. I remember Canister from when I started playing Hogak. Tradesies. Alright, land on top, please. Come on, deck. Give me what I need. Ephemerate's not bad. Ephemerate's pretty good, actually. We can Ephemerate the Fury and just wipe their board. We are going to have to watch out for Solitude, though. Solitude's going to be able to interrupt that play. Yup. So the advantage is really going to start to pile up on that Risen Reef, since they have one and we don't. Damn. Still no land. Pass back. That's unfortunate. They're going to be able to do a lot with this Risen Reef. Is this another Risen Reef? Yup. Damn. I think we have to Fury. And I don't really see too much reason to Ephemerate it. So opponent is stuck on lands a little bit as well. They're stuck on 3 though, which is 1 better than 2. So Flamekin, they can go get another Risen Reef. Or something better. Does mean that they're not going to be drawing land. But the Risen Reef can take care of that next turn, maybe. I guess they could go get, what is that, Revelark thing? They could go get Vesperlark. Well, no, because they would still need a way to draw it. Interesting! Muldrifter! Oh, that's a cool way to go. Big respect for the Muldrifter. Pauper All-Star over here. Land! Okay. We got one! It comes into play tapped. Pass the turn back. So if they try to Ephemerate the Muldrifter, I guess that's not possible. They're not going to have the mana for it. So yep, Muldrifter, you got a Divination. I think I'm going to be casting Muldrifter tomorrow, if everything goes well. Oh, they got to discard a card to hand size here. What do you got? That hand is just full of gas. What are you discarding? Windswept Heath. You don't need another land. You already got the one you needed. That's it. So I guess we're just going to play Risen Reef here. Give me another Solitude. Pass back. I guess we could potentially put, like, Fury out. I don't think there's any value, though. Like, we lose 2 cards to draw 1 card and kill their Harbinger, so what? Really wanted land there with the Risen Reef, but we'll find land on top or something. So opponent's cracking their Misty. The end of my turn, probably grab a Triome, which is going to help their colors quite a bit. Oh, maybe they're not playing Triomes? Oh, they want the mana right now. They're going to Ephemerate. You're going to Ephemerate the Flamekin Harbinger. That's your plan. I mean, I could interrupt it. I could Solitude, get rid of the Harbinger. That gets rid of the Ephemerate. I feel like that's worth it. He has to go get the same thing twice? Oh, yeah. Unless he just doesn't cast the Ephemerate again. But yeah, that's true. That's kind of funny, huh? But they probably get an answer to the Risen Reef. Yeah, Solitude triggers the Reef. I guess we get rid of a Solitude. I want to keep the Ephemerate for the other Solitude. Yeah, I would kill it with fire if I could, but we're going to have to use Solitude. Land. Oh, Awakener. Okay. No target. If we can keep this Risen Reef on the battlefield for one more turn, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Get the Thunderkin Awakener to attack, get the Harbinger going. Okay. And we can kill that with Fury. Hey, Tetraki. Yeah, we've been learning lessons. It's been tough. Had some good games in there, but made a few mistakes. Ah, okay. There's the Evoked Fury. So that's going to kill the Risen Reef. We could do something in response to get the Risen Reef triggers, but then we don't have the Ephemerate to go with it. We'll just let this happen. Because Thunderkin Awakener can bring back Risen Reef, and then we can Solitude, get rid of the Omnath. Or Fury, get rid of the Omnath. Nice. This one does produce white mana. Okay, red. Play the Awakener. Oh, if we want to Fury the Omnath, then we don't get to use the Risen Reef, but we could Solitude it. Okay, we can Solitude, and then maybe like Ephemerate the Risen Reef and get a bunch of draws. Oh, the only white card we can get rid of is the Ephemerate. Rough. Okay. Get the Risen Reef, and we can Ephemerate the Risen Reef so that it's a different instance, and we get to keep it. Land. Nice. Okay, we have the Ephemerate, so we can like Ephemerate the Thunderkin Awakener, which still gets the trigger from the Risen Reef. Or maybe we can like, I guess we can't really do anything too fancy. Ooh, that's a good one. That's going to go ahead and kill both of our critters. Is it worth to Solitude here to get rid of it? Then we get a trigger. Okay, all the lands. And nothing to Ephemerate, unfortunately. And another Ephemerate. Think we probably pass here and then play Endurance during their end step. We could put Companion to hand. Get the Orphan Guard. And then we still have access to Endurance Ephemerate if we really need it. Oh, yeah, that's an Omnath. Ah, speaking of Omnath. Alright, let's put our own 4/4 down. Draw a card with it. Spitebellows. Cool, cool. I don't have too much else to do here. We do have access to Ephemerate, but that's it. Oh, they get a fetch land. So they're going to be able to gain 4 life and make mana. Oh, that's unfortunate. It means that we can just hit 6 now. We no longer have the option to Ephemerate Omnath. And Endurance is also not going to be coming out of our hand this turn. Too bad. Well, I think we're losing this game. Jeez, what are we gonna do? Red, red. We'll evoke Spitebellows, then we'll Ephemerate it. Oh, we can't Ephemerate because of stupid Teferi. So this just kills Omnath. Alright, we'll pass back to the opponent. They have Fury to start double strike in our face. It's not going to take very long. 2 swings. Vesperlark. With power 1 or less. We get the Awakener. Awakener can bring back Spitebellows. Alright. Alright, do they have Solitude? Oh, they have something. Oh, Prismatic Ending because of the Teferi. Alright. Good enough. Don't think we're going to be getting too much help from our sideboard, honestly. Doesn't look like our sideboard is well set up for the mirror. So I guess we'll just resubmit and try our luck. This has been a well grindy league so far. So if we end up losing this game, then that means we're going 0-3 in the league, and I usually drop an 0-3. So what we'll do if that happens is I'll pick up a burn deck for the second league, and if we win this match, then we'll finish out the league and call that a day. All right. All right, just one mulligan for the opponent. All right, so same start as the first time. Go get Risen Reef. Pass the turn. We'll 6 through the opponent's turn, draw a Risen Reef, play Foothills, and attack for 1. So I can hit 0 here, which is going to skip to my end step, and at that point I'll crack my Foothills. So opponent gets Cavern of Souls, no surprise, names Elemental. And what do? They play their Harbinger, setting up for their turn 3 Risen Reef would be my guess. But maybe they want to get a Fury. Yeah, they get Risen Reef. Alright, we'll go get one of the Triomes. This one is green and white. This one is blue and white. Let's get this one. Okay, so we need green mana. Take 1 more damage. Looks like time for them to deploy their own Risen Reef. Let's see what we can find on top of the deck. Really looking for a Fury. Fury would be best. Another Ephemerate instead. I guess we could play Vesperlark. Could also just like start Ephemerating the Risen Reef. Doesn't seem like the best option. Let's just go for Vesperlark. Get a land, nice. And we'll leave the Harbinger back. Because I don't want them to be attacking in. I don't want them to have the opportunity to be able to attack in with the Reef. If we attacked with Harbinger, they don't block, and then attack with the Reef, we have to block it with the Vesperlark, or just take the damage. I guess we could have just taken the damage, and that would have been fine too. So we got Omnath, Locus of the Roil next turn to kill their Risen Reef. Ooh, they got a second Reef. So we're going to need to, like, Ephemerate this thing to get them both. So they draw 2, crack their Misty Rainforest. This time we're actually on top as far as the clock is concerned. If we manage to win this game, we might win due to time. Alright, so we could Ephemerate Harbinger, and that will set us up to get the cards we're looking for, right? If I Ephemerate Harbinger, that should put Fury on top, draw the Fury, and then I can just kill their board. And if I play the Cavern of Souls, I could go Cavern of Souls, Omnath. Alright. I think it would be better just to go double Ephemerate. And the only white mana we currently have is this. Okay, I want to put this on the stack first. Yes, go get Fury. Okay, draw the Fury. Getting those lands. Okay, kill all your critters. Oh, they're going to Ephemerate the Risen Reef in response. So we're going to Ephemerate the Fury in response. This will take away all their targets. They won't get to draw a bunch of cards. It's going to be good. Yeah, we'll draw another Ephemerate. That's gas. Kill all your critters. That fizzles, but we get to keep our Fury now. So we still have 3 mana. Seems good. Let's attack for some damage. Pass the turn back. We have Ephemerate for the Fury, so if they put more cards down, we can just kill them. Next turn we can play Omnath. We should have this game, I think, but who knows? Omnath coming down. Now, opponent's got 9 minutes left on their clock, 5 cards in hand. Wonder what they're thinking about. It looks like they're doing some sort of... Oh, they're going to Ephemerate their Omnath? Sure. You can draw another card with that. More interested in how you're going to try and interact. We have the Ephemerate coming on our upkeep to use the Fury to kill their Omnath. Okay, so they're going to evoke a Fury. And that's going to kill our Risen Reef and probably our Fury, so we're just going to Ephemerate again. Oh, we don't have the mana for Ephemerate again. Okay. So yeah, they're going to get it. They're going to get our Fury. Yeah. Thanks, Entman. That is one of my weaknesses. I look at my cards in hand, all excited to play them, without realizing immediately, like, I just don't have the mana for them. We only have access to 2 white manas. And we've already used them both for Ephemerate. So opponent's taking quite a bit of time figuring out the Fury math here. Time that they don't really have on their clock. I guess they have as much time as they need to win this game. Yeah, nothing we can do about this, unfortunately. Okay, so we get to Ephemerate the Vesperlark, which brings the Risen Reef back. Okay. Put that into play. Now we get to Ephemerate the Risen Reef. Oh, we should have Ephemerated the Harbinger to make sure we had another removal spell. Oh, well. Perfect. We'll just draw it right off the top naturally. Whatever. So let's see here. Red, red. Fury. Four damage to Omnath. And we get to keep Ephemerate up. The swings! The swings are crazy! Where one Fury can do so much damage. I can hit 2 here. Okay, opponent still has 3 cards in hand. I wonder what they could be. Let's try and get in for some damage here. I guess we could Harbinger try and find something. Do we have black mana? Yeah, we do. Okay, Harbinger. This one's second. I want a Harbinger first so we can search up the card to draw. Where's the Lightning Skelemental? Alright. Black. Black. Red. Oops. That was the wrong colors, but opponent concedes. I would have had to have gone back and redone the colors there, but it's fine. So we'll resubmit, and opponent's going to be feeling the pressure of the clock this time. They got... I mean, 7 minutes is quite a bit of time. We should be able to get a good game out of this. But we are going to have to remember to try and play quick. We've got 2 minutes on the opponent here, so let's try and keep that. Hand looks fine. I love it. Fury with a way to evoke the Fury plus Ephemerate. We even have white mana. This hand looks great. Opponent uses almost a full minute to reveal their companion and decide to keep their 7. Oh, that is a good start. Let's play the Mesa so I can go get a Triome, pass the turn, and then I'll hit 0 during the opponent's turn so that we skip to the end step. Oh, there's a Teferi. That's a problem. Can't even kill that with Fury. I guess I could kill it with Ephemerate Fury. No, because the Ephemerate won't work because of the Teferi. So I want this one. Solitude, sure. I guess I could, like, Thunderkin Awakener attack the Teferi. Alright. That gets us through turn 2. We'll hit 6 through the opponent's turn. So they tick up to Fairy again. They've got just over 5 minutes. No lands past the turn back to us. I think I'll just play Sacred Foundry, attack to Fairy. Prismatic Ending gets rid of our Awakener. And there's Risen Reef. So we have a target for our Omnath. Red, green, blue. Okay, we're good. I want to kill your Risen Reef. Nice. I like that that worked. That's sweet. Because they could have done a Solitude thing there. Solitude, get rid of my Omnath, then I have no elementals. And I guess the Risen Reef would have survived at that point. I can be hitting 6 here. They've got an Omnath of their own. That's the scary one. But it looks like we're ready to cast Fury on our turn. The fetch land's really good here. Being able to make them mana so they can make another play. Risen Reef's a good one. Oh, and Harbinger? Oh, they set it up like I did, so they're not going to draw the card that they search for. They're going to draw a random card. But you can stack these triggers so that you draw the card you search for. They've got just over 3 minutes. Revealing Risen Reef, still going for the grind. Tick up to Fairy. And what do we draw? We get a Risen Reef. Okay. Kill their big creature. And then I think I'm going to attack their Teferi. Oh, they got a Solitude. So that's going to get rid of the Omnath. Nom 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 nom. Oh, but we do gain some life from it. And if we can get this Risen Reef to stick next turn, if we can do like Ephemerate stuff with the Fury, that would be so strong. Nope. Opponent has a Fury of their own, so we're losing ours. And because they have Teferi, there's just nothing we have the opportunity to do. Maybe we'll draw another one. No, we get Voice of Resurgence. Ah, interesting card. So let's see here. White and green and... Oh, that's not going to work. We need double green. We only have access to one single green. Oh, mana. Mana woes. We could get rid of the Fury. Yeah, I think we get rid of the Fury because we don't have the, we're going for clock kill. So if we can get rid of their source of damage, then we'll probably win. Alright, so I need green, I need blue, and then extra. Sure. Solitude, cast by Evoke. And unfortunately, we don't have the opportunity to do the Ephemerate thing. Sure. Because of Teferi, so no Ephemerate. I guess we could Ephemerate the Risen Reef. Oh. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that should have been what we did. Just cast it straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And then it would still be around to potentially Ephemerate later. All we gotta do is just keep their board clear. As long as they can't kill us in 2 minutes, we're gonna win. And these Risen Reef triggers take time off the clock too. Oh, Awakener. It doesn't hit anything though. Alright, let's see what we get with Voice of Resurgence. I need green mana. Yeah, Elementals was definitely one of the surprising gets out of the Modern Horizons 2. Did not expect it, but it's really good. Is it worth it? I was just thinking, like, should I ephemerate the Voice of Resurgence there? So yeah, I think that opponent would have won this game with a small bump on their clock. A small one. They probably could have done it with like an extra 2 minutes. But I don't think they're going to be able to do it in 40 seconds. Especially with all these triggers. Oh, we get to block. Cool. Block one of these, block one of these. I guess we could have left those on the board just because they take more time. So, like, block the Harbinger? Sure. More time off your clock. So it's a guarantee at this point, I think. And we're out of time. Which gives me the match. So we started this game 2 minutes ahead, and we ended this game 4.5 minutes ahead. We did get a little bit of practice with the deck beforehand, having 2 matches. Opponent's got a question for us. Oh, shouldn't you have taken a bunch of Omnath damage there? If it's the 3rd time, it only does it once. Ooh, it looks like I'm not able to respawn anymore. So maybe Amnipol already left or something? Maybe they hit a button and they left even though they asked us a question? Because if I can't type anything, then they're not here. So let's see here. We got 2 lands. We got Risen Reef. I think I can keep this. We're looking for a source of green or blue mana. Grove of the Burn Willows into Ignoble Hierarch. Fascinating. All right, let's hope for a land on the top so we can play the Harbinger without fear. Get an Endurance instead. So if we play Harbinger, then I guess we could get the Elemental that's a land, right? And that's a green source. No more Tireless Provisioner. Get out of here, Tireless Provisioner. You're no Tireless Tracker, that's for sure. Okay, sorry about that, friends. I am back. So we got the card on top, passing back, and we lose a bunch of time on our clock. Hopefully that won't be a big deal. Cthulhu Breakcore. Nice set of emotes. When the streamer is away, the emotes are in play. Going for Abundant Harvest. This is what? Reveals Matter Reshaper. Oh, so this is Gruul Eldrazi. I hear the Gruul Eldrazi deck has been making a bit of a comeback. The Tunneling Cat has been doing pretty well with it. Okay, Thought-Knot Seer, let that resolve. We'll Solitude it. Was kind of hoping for an Ephemerate there, but what you gonna do? They take Risen Reef. I should make a note of the time here so I can take out that block where I was talking with the letter carrier. So it's about 2 hours, 20 minutes now. And it would have been slightly before that. So hopefully the YouTube video won't have that block of time where I wasn't really doing anything. Okay, Harbinger is going to set us up for another Risen Reef. So we can play Harbinger and Thunderkin Awakener. Risen Reef. And attack for 2. Now, Eldrazi Temple, they have all the mana. If they want to stomp realities or... But instead they're going to attack with Ignoble Hierarch. Alright, play the Risen Reef. Oh yeah, Endbringer would be pretty good. Kill 2 creatures in a turn cycle. No, don't do stuff. Gonna stomp the Thunderkin Awakener. Yeah, okay. Not stomping the Risen Reef, I like that. Sure. Oh no, Lightning Bolt. Alright, Risen Reef's down. I guess that makes sense. They can get rid of the Thunderkin Awakener so I can attack with it and then get rid of the Risen Reef later. It does leave them fairly low on cards. We have Omnath coming up. But if their cards are good... Yep. You got an Obligator. You want to obligate my critter? Pay 2 mana for my 1/1? Yeah, I guess not. Okay, we'll take 3. Oh, 4 actually. And I guess they can play the Bone Crusher post-combat. Seems good. Alright, let's see what we can do. Another Risen Reef. Okay, I mean, a great card, but I think I want to play Omnath. So let's see here. Red, white, green, and blue. Get a fetch land? No. Steam Vents. Well, that does gain us 4 life. Pass back. Is this another Obligator? No, it's Bloodbraid Elf. Reveals Abundant Harvest. Sure, they can go get another spell with that. Reveals Bloodbraid Elf with Abundant Harvest. Yeah, sure. Bloodbraid into Bloodbraid seems good. Their attacks, if they attack with one thing, their attack is pretty good. So, not really feeling the block here. I don't really want to lose my Omnath. I guess I could put one of these dorks in front of it and just chump instead of taking all that damage. Solitude? Okay. So we could get rid of something here, but the targets aren't, like, amazing. Let's just play Risen Reef. Green, blue, white. Maybe we get a land draw and get some life. Yep. Gain 4 life. No, we don't pay the life because this comes into play tapped. Whatever. So we could pay the life and it still comes into play tapped. If we attack with Omnath, they have to lose 2 good cards to deal with it. Grind for days. Oh, they're going to trade 2 cards. Okay. 2 for 1. That's fair. We could just keep that on the battlefield, continuously trigger its ability. The ability trigger would be better than these 2 cards on their side of the board. And now they can start attacking more aggressively. Because they can attack with the Bloodbraid Elf and the Bone Crusher Giant now. Oh, the Lightning Bolt. That's brutal. Oh, good point, Barack. I've been wanting to keep the mana on the board so that I could cast the Solitude, was what I was thinking. Oh man, I'm just playing like a donkey right now. Alright. I gotta take a second here and just get back into this. We can do better. So Bone Crusher Giant says if it's the target of a spell, not if it's the target of an ability. We'll put Arid Mesa down so we can go get a Triome with that. And do we attack? Why not? We have Lifelink now with Solitude. Worst case, next turn we can get the Orphan Guard and play it. Also, Donut, you say you've got your 4-color Omnath ready to go? Oh no, they're taking our Solitude. So we just die? No, we go to 1. Just been making poor decisions this game. Yeah, just been making really poor decisions. Alright, so that is not an elemental. So let's use these Cavern of Souls to get this into my hand. And this also gives them vigilance, right? Yeah, cool. Orphan Guard maybe, might save me from my poor plays. But I really appreciate that this deck has so much cool play to it. Don't have a lot of what? We got a lot of all the mana we need because of Cavern of Souls. Let's get a non-land, please. Non-land, please. If we attack with Solitude, we lose it. We can set up good blocks if they attack. Come at me with that Obligator, bro. Oh, come on. I need something that isn't a land, please, deck. Ah, Ephemerate. Okay. Ephemerate's good. Yeah, we definitely could have played the Endurance earlier. I've been, like, keeping it as a surprise, but we could have absolutely played it and then started attacking in with it, and that probably would have been the better line as well. I was kind of hoping I could snap up this Obligator with it, but we'll see what happens. As long as I have this Ephemerate here, I should be pretty safe. Okay, here we go. Snap up that Obligator now. Hey there, Preacher Boy. Haven't Obligator in forever. Yeah, it's been making a bit of a comeback. Block. Oh, they got a thing. They're going to dismember the Orphan Guard. So I guess we Ephemerate the Orphan Guard in response. Oh yeah, we could have shuffled ours in. We do have cards that interact with our own graveyard, though, so I wanted to keep those live. Nice. Okay. So the other games we played, what were they? We played the Elementals Mirror Match, and then we played... Oh man, they were so long ago. Carried by the deck, no doubt. I don't think a lot of our cards are going to be good in this matchup. A lot of our sideboard cards, I mean. Since Blood Moon incoming? Yeah, Blood Moon doesn't seem like an Eldrazi. But then again, I don't know a lot about red-green Eldrazi. They'd have a difficult time making their colorless mana with that on the battlefield. But they might have some form of artifact interaction. They could have, like, Void Mirror, for example. They probably do have Void Mirror. Then again, Force of Vigor would be bad against Void Mirror as well. Torpor Orb, Damping Sphere, Void Mirror. I mean, we have the Foundation Breaker to at least hit one thing. True, it cannot hit Orb. That's very true. So we got 2 lands. We got Reef. I think we keep this. We need to draw a land off the top, but otherwise the hand looks good. Okay, they got their Ignoble Hierarch turn 1, so they're going to be super aggressive. We get to play... Oh, that draw is so strong! We even have the white card to go with it. Best draw. So you're saying Omnath is good, huh? As far as 4-drop creatures go? I mean, it's no Yawgmoth, but it's pretty good. They brought a club to a gunfight. Oh, shit. You fucking serious? Alright, who gets a cookie? Cola Man? You get a cookie. Holy shit. Well, GG? We can still make our turn 2 play. We're good. We're golden. Now, they're going to have a hard time casting anything with a colorless mana cost, but they have things in their deck that cost colored mana too. Whatever. I guess we'll play this. And this. Oh, yeah, we can discard things. You're right. So yeah, you're right. From now on, we won't play anything. We want to get this Risen Reef into the graveyard, so we can bring it back. Right, don't play things. Ugh. Yep, yep. We were, they have colored mana. If they want to do anything with colored mana, they can. Now they can attack for 2 every turn. It's more than we're attacking for. If only we could ephemerate you. So we're at 9 cards in hand. So I should be able to play land, discard Reef. Yeah, they get the Obligator, but they don't have the colorless mana for it. Oh yeah, well, we have the other... This has haste, so we can play it on our turn. Actually, hold on. 5. Hey there, what's up, Keep? Oh, we did miss a Reef trigger, you're right. Okay, so this time we Solitude, get rid of this big creature. It does gain them a bunch of life, but it means that our life isn't under threat as much. And 2 triggers. So many lands. Can't find the basics. It doesn't really matter, I guess. Oh, they have the wastes. Okay, that turns everything around. Time for smash. We no longer have the Solitude. Fury isn't going to be enough to kill Smasher. Omnath does nothing. Need to draw something good. Okay. Oh, hey. That's interesting. That's actually super good. Take 4. Okay, red mana, play Harbinger. This. Okay. And we go get Solitude. Draw Solitude. Get rid of one of these useless Omnaths. We do have one way to destroy an enchantment in the deck right now. We have, what's the thing called? Omnath is best 4-drop until Blood Moon. Yeah, the evoke costs are pretty huge. Being able to put these cards down and get their effect without having to spend the mana, so important. Yeah, if we find Breaker, we're good. I mean, actually, how do we even cast the Breaker? If we even found it, we wouldn't be able to cast it. We still need the basic forest. Oh, I was supposed to block there, because then we can bring back the Harbinger and get another, get like Fury or something. Because Fury is super strong. So yeah, it was supposed to be a block. Sure. Now they have a blocker, so they can start killing our stuff. Really wanted the Fury. Alright, maybe we'll get a Fury off the top. Vesperlark. Well, I can't cast it. Going to be losing one of our Awakeners here. Yeah, put that into play. Draw 2 more cards. Oh, we got the Fury. We're gonna lose one of our creatures, but we got the Fury. That's what's important. We can cast it. Oh, that's true. We can get 2 because they took a damage on the Thought Knot there. So, boop, boop. Yeah, absolutely want one of those. Draw another card. Get Skelemental. We can play Harbinger. And we can go get another one of these Awakeners. Or we could just go get, like, another Fury. Yeah, let's go get another Fury. Oh, I messed that up. I'm so used to putting the Harbinger. Ah, wrong trigger. Made a mistake. But this time, that puts Fury on the top of the deck, so they can't not seer it. Yeah, did it on purpose, for sure, for sure. All right, so we get to discard a card here. Let's discard Skelemental. You're thinking dump the Vesperlark? Because we can get the Vesperlark, and that can start bringing things back permanently. Skelemental basically just finishes the game, though. Attack with Fury, attack with Skelemental, Fury their blockers away. Good thing that Fury is on top of the deck, huh? How this deck beats turn 2 Blood Moon? I mean, if I didn't see it, I wouldn't believe it. Hey, Coleman, thanks for the follow, friend. There's the Fury. One, 2, 3, 0. Gaming Inc. Thanks for the follow, friend. And the opponent gives us the GG. We'll give it back. That was a game. Hard to believe we managed to find the path, but the Thunderkin Awakener really pulling its weight this game. No way we could have gotten through this without the Awakener. But Awakener plus Risen Reef meant that we were able to draw through the deck and eventually find our Furies. Also, the Harbingers were incredibly good here as well to set the Furies on top of the deck. If we draw lands, we might be okay. We are on the draw. We can go Voice of Resurgence turn 2. We have Endurance against, like, Shenanigans. Not great, though. Oh, well, thanks, Keep. I do try. Oh, Endurance versus Mill? Yes, please. Oh, the Deckbox Master Series? Did that ever happen? I remember that the first one never happened, and then the second one was canceled by COVID. So yeah, I was supposed to go to this Pioneer tournament too, but is it happening? Has it happened already? I have no clue. Well, there's supposed to be a monthly tournament that leads into the yearly tournament, right? Oh, it's fetch land. I don't even want that. Save Ephemerate for Endurance. Thank you. That's a good line there. I like that. Okay, Elemental. White mana, green mana, Voice of Resurgence, pass turn. Oh, it makes them... We do want to do that. It makes them fire off their traps. Then the Endurance is good to go. I see what you're saying. We can still do that next turn. Crypt Incursion and Surgical. Yeah, Crypt Incursion would be brutal. We have so many creatures in this list. They could gain a large amount of life. Drown in the Lock on Voice. Sure. Yeah, they're playing Drown in the Lock, so we know that they are playing a different list from the one that we were playing on Wednesday. Or sorry, on Monday. Got my days a little bit confused there. Okay, so they're going to Surgical, the Solitude. I think we just have to go for the Endurance here. Even though we're not going to be able to Ephemerate, we can at least put all this stuff back. And we can put the Endurance back in our deck as well by stacking the abilities properly. So we click this ability first, target ourselves, and then the Evoke happens first, puts it into the graveyard, and then the Endurance gets shuffled back in as well. I wonder if Cooper commentates when he plays in paper. It's a very different experience when I'm saying, you know, exactly what I'm thinking about, and the opponent's like right there in front of me. Oh, is that what you're thinking? Or is it all a Jedi mind trick? Yeah, Gaming Inc. There's no links right now in the chat, but feel free to send your friend a whisper with the link. Put Ephemerate on top. No, we only have the one Endurance. If we put that on top, they can just mill it. Attack! They make the obvious block, take 3 damage. So they have 4 cards in hand. We've got a board. Oh, they mill Fury. Of course, the Risen Reef is gone. Drown the Lock on the Awakener. Yup, that happens. Vesperlark. Oh, that's cool. I guess we're going to Ephemerate the Vesperlark. Or sorry, evoke the Vesperlark. We get the Thunderkin Awakener back, which brings back Risen Reef. Oh yeah, upkeep on the Harbinger would have been good too. So many lines in this deck, it's ridiculous. Attack with all. Bring back the Vesperlark. And when that dies, we get the Risen Reef back. We can even like Ephemerate it to get the Risen Reef back. We get to keep the Vesperlark. But I don't mind the Vesperlark going back to the graveyard so we can bring it back again. Yeah, because I wanted to get the Risen Reef back permanently. So now we get the Risen Reef back. We did extra damage this way. We draw the same amount of cards, I think. Pretty sure this way is slightly superior. But I could be wrong. Yeah. Brought back the Vesper to bring back the Reef, exactly. Fatal Push on the Awakener. They have one card left. I guess we just Ephemerate it. Looks like it worked. Sweet. I think that's GG. We can just Ephemerate the Awakener again, because it has haste, so this will get us the trigger with the Reef, and we'll still be able to attack with all of our creatures. Although we could have done the Harbinger there and gotten another Awakener, and that probably would have been better. It's just like mind-blowing. There are so many things you can do with this list. I cannot keep track of everything. It's too much. But a player that has a bigger brain than the one in my head, this is a fantastic deck to be able to wring every little bit of value out of your cards. What do the kids call that nowadays? Five-head? Have you played the recent Goblins list yet? No, I have not played Goblins since Mogwarts in Pauper. Alright, so we want to bring in all the Endurance. We could bring in Engineered Explosives to get rid of their crabs. I think that's probably everything we want. Hey there, Islands. Yeah, made it in for the final match. We've got at least one game left to go. What do I play in Pauper? All kinds of things. I play many, many decks in Pauper. So I've been playing a lot of Chatterstorm, obviously. Just going to think about what I'm going to take out here first. Get rid of Spitebellows. Fury and Solitude aren't that hot in this game, in this matchup. I wouldn't mind taking out some of these and just have two of each. So 40 seconds left to take one more card out. I guess we could just keep more cards in. We're playing against Mill, so every card we have in the deck is like an extra life point. So it should be fine to play with 61 cards. Okay, so some of the decks I play in Pauper. Chatterstorm. I mean, I've played Affinity, I've played Fairies, played Orzhov Pestilence, Cycle Storm, Mogwarts, Elves, Stompy. You can name a Pauper deck, and I've probably played it if it doesn't play Tron lands. What if it plays one Tron land? Get out of here, Tron lands. If you're going to play a one of Tron land, why don't you play a Radiant Fountain? Anything we put on top of the deck is just going to be milled. Harbinger's not going to be too good until we get Reef, but once we get the Reef going, Harbinger gets quite a bit better. So we'll just play this tapped, pass the turn. Oh, there's the engineered explosives. Oh, Thunderkin Awakener, is that good right now? Not really, but it gets good pretty soon. Let's go ahead and put that onto the battlefield. There's nothing to bring back. But soon. Oh, we got Risen Reef. Opponent has 3 cards left in hand. They have not hit any of our endurance yet, so they don't have a good surgical target yet. I guess Risen Reef is okay, but like Risen Reef is also drawing us cards, so it's kind of to their game plan as well. Oh, they have the Fatal Push for the Awakener, and we get the Skelemental. So we need another black source for the Skelemental to work. But if we do that, we can't play Risen Reef this turn. Oh, wait a second. We could play... No, because we can't play the Plains. Damn. Oh, well. You're right. Cancel. For some reason, I always think it's double black. It's double red. Thank you, friends. I don't know what I would do without you. Archive trap. Yep, makes sense. Do you have another trap? Nope. Still no endurance hit? Wow. All the endurance are in the last 19 cards. They discard Drown in the Lock. We have no more plays past turn. Did they finally hit one? They still haven't hit one. A Laughter is really bad news for us. Like the worst news. So let's see here. We play Risen Reef, Harbinger, then we go get Thing, play Thing. Do we have the right mana for that? So we have green, blue, colorless, and red. So I think we should be able to get Endurance and put it in our hand. Okay, so I'm supposed to click Risen Reef for this. Yes. Get Endurance. Draw a card. Wonderful. Okay, pass turn. I will put a stop on our upkeep just in case. We don't want to lose the game by mistake here. Alright, they could have counter magic. So we can go Cavern of Souls, so that they cannot counter the Endurance, we just cast it. Upkeep Ephemerate for Thunderkin win? Oh yeah. I like that too, I like winning. So we upkeep Ephemerate. Ooh, they're tempting us here. If we use the Endurance now, they can counter it. So they just get to draw 3 cards? That sucks. Yeah, I think I want to keep the Ephemerate for the Endurance. So we can try to use the same Endurance over and over and over again. If they have Surgical, we just have to go for it. Three Endurance triggers if we get to use the Rebound. I mean, it would be pretty sweet. We could even get rid of their graveyard. Okay. Go to our upkeep, that's fine. We have 4 cards, we'll draw 1. Get a Cavern of Souls, nice. Elemental. Oh, he probably has Crypt Incursion? That's very probable. Green, white, something, something, but then we don't have mana for the Endurance. I think we have to go for it. I don't want to do it during their upkeep because then they get Shelldock Isle. All right, what is it? What do you got? Surgical Extraction on my other copies of Endurance. That works. We only have 1 Endurance left. Target us. Okay, that worked. I kind of want to hold up Ephemerate. Oh, we have no more basics. We only have 2, a Plains and a Forest. Arid Mesa. Okay, that makes a ton of mana with Omnath. The other 4 mana Omnath, it's in the deck somewhere. Or maybe it isn't. Nice. That's a good draw. Gain 4 life. See if we still have a land in the deck we can get. We do. Nice. Get this. Let's see here. We don't have a Skelemental. Do we have anything we can actually get? Oh, we have Vesperlark. Okay. Yep, keeping the 1 mana up for Ephemerate. And we're going to Fury one of these crabs out of the way. Ah. How do I discard you? Nice. Opponent concedes to the Fury. 3-2 the hard way, chat. We started with a really, really rough league, losing 2 in a row, and we managed to pull it back into the positive. 3-2 for the league. The money pulling us towards the victories. Love to see it. This deck... I mean, like, it's really good. I want to recommend it. I'm also going to put on there that, like, this deck has been one of the most complicated decks that I have ever played. The amount of choices that you have available to you is incredibly high. And with the value that you're getting, with the Reef, etc., your choices are going to increase as the game goes along. So you're going to be at, you know, turn 7, and instead of having, you know, do I play Omnath number 1 or Omnath number 2, your Omnaths just draw more cards, and you're able to just continue to slam elementals onto the battlefield at a ridiculous pace. So I think that this deck is incredibly solid if you're interested in a creature deck, in a tribal deck. This is one of the best options that's available in Modern right now. I will say that you're going to want to spend quite a bit of time becoming familiar with the deck before you can reasonably expect to be playing it optimally. But, yeah, seal of approval. This deck has got it. It is strong, and it will pull you towards wins.